matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Navy midshipmen, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Air Force Falcons offense will go to work first. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that data.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Trying play action. It's complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Back to pass. This time he's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Falcons! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mids offense has the ball for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
It is the great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Pulls it in. It's Spears. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Looking to throw, it's Carney. They're setting up the screen. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Navy will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Falcons are threatening on first and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Velez. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Navy will go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude,
turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Running the option. It's Carney. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Madden. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. Scanning the field, it's Carney. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Navy will have to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They booted away on fourth down. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Navy will go back on the attack. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Wants to go up top on first down.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long.
And they run the option, and you can just tell, man, the timing of that wasn't set up well, and the quarterback looked a little bit clunky, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. They boot it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time.
A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
He wants to throw it again. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Falcons back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got it behind the line. It's Hardy. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
On target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Hey, and when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Goes to the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Carney. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sticks it in his belly. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. Back open in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Bring in the heat. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The Falcons will kick it away to crank up the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Navy offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Calls his own number. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. He'll pull it on the read. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this defense. They got one chance to get back in this game. Force some turnovers, create some big plays. They're down big. Man, did they need that opportunity.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fakes to grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one.
Touchdown, Air Force! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And Navy will go back on the attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Off play action on 1st down. On the move and looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Carney. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Navy will have to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Air Force has it back and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Another incompletion on third down. The Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Navy will have to punt it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll run play action. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. The option look. Now the pitch. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And, man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says, run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Navy never afraid to go for it on 4th down, and they will to open the 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game is going.
Nowhere close close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Dropping back, it's Stroud. Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That made the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Falcon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And here comes the Navy offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the fullback. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Now on third down after that run. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, they're after him! Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick completion on the out route. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got his man quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Fires into the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 10 to ULM. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Give to the big fullback. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give them the ball, give them a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Navy will have to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play. And there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves. But that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Armstrong. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.